In today's presentation, we are covering machinery pre-start checks. First of all, what are the legal and regulatory requirements that govern the use of equipment and machinery? The Pure 1998 regulation, Health and Safety at Work Act 1984, COSH 1994, Manual Handling Regulations 1992, and the Environment Act 1995. Why do we have pre-start checks? Machinery pre-start checks are a crucial part of maintenance and work safety. A good pre-start check process for machinery can surface any underlying machinery and maintenance issues and ensure that no avoidable mistakes are made during the normal truck operations. Plant and machinery operatives have the highest rate of fatality than any other occupation. A machinery operator is 5 times more likely to be killed than a manager, and 82 times more likely than administrative staff. 56% of incidents are linked directly to equipment failures. If pre-start checks are not performed, the chances are likely that the risk will not be identified or managed. The importance of pre-start checks. It's important to carry out a series of checks before using a piece of machinery. This is particularly important in situations which a number of people use the same machine. The grounds department as a whole is responsible for checking and maintaining the grounds machines. This can include sending machines off to be serviced or repaired. This resource should be used as a guide and not an official document. Before use of any machinery, users should be able to follow the checklist to ensure that they have completed all necessary checks. The following checks should be carried out before every use, including if the machine is already being used by someone else in the same day. Any breakages, damage, or issues should be reported immediately to the person in charge of maintaining machinery. Any machinery that is deemed unsafe to use should be clearly labelled to ensure that it is not used. This same checklist applies to machinery without engines. Just leave out the non-applicable checks, and if you're unsure, ask. Checks before starting the machinery. Visual inspection. Check for damage, excessive corrosion, and any signs of fluid leaks. Leaks can occur from, but not limited to, engines, hydraulic pipes, fuel tanks, or radiators. Visual inspections of belts and hoses for damage and wear. Check levels of engine oil, hydraulic oil, fuel, brake fluid, and coolant and antifreeze. Check non-moving parts are safely secure, such as the battery and radiator. Seats and seat belts, if applicable, are functional and safe to use. Ensure that the correct safety decals and safety equipment in place is in good condition. Check to ensure that data plates are in place to identify the machinery. Blades or PTO-driven attachments should be checked for wear, damage, and blockages. Check to ensure that safety pins are in place and working correctly. Follow the maintenance schedule check and lubricate moving parts where necessary. Tire pressures, tire wear, and damage should be checked at this stage, along with wheel nuts. Check the security of any tow bars, linkages, or attached equipment. Check the windscreen washer and horn work. There is a series of checks to carry out once a machine is started, which is still part of the pre-start check schedule. Now turning the key or pulling cords, ensure that the engine starts. Diesel machinery may require the glow plugs to be warmed. Petrol may require priming and or choking, and electric machinery may require batteries. Ensure that the safety switches are in the on position. Before moving, ensure that machinery turns off and stops using the safety switch. Checking foot pedals and controls are working properly, especially the brake. Check for warning lights to ensure that the instrument measures are reporting correctly. Check lights, parking brakes, and any other power assisted parts that should be checked at this stage.